Hi, and welcome to Dave's Think Tank. So this is my post-Christmas show. Now, you may think it's getting a bit late for a post-Christmas show. You'd think, since each of these episodes takes me only 5 minutes to make, that I might have found time before now, but surprisingly I didn't. In fact, it's been so long since Christmas that all my decorations are actually down. However, I wanted to go over what was good and what was bad about Christmas, while it's still relatively fresh in everyone's mind, so that we can hopefully do better next year. So, first of all, Christmas gifts. You need to know that absolutely no one followed my advice on Christmas gifts. So thank you, one and all, for not disappointing me. There were actually some surprising gifts this year, and I need to update my list of what to buy for an old man. The list now needs to include anything with the Beatles, and anything with Batman. You might also include Star Wars in there. I'm just saying, since I didn't actually get any Star Wars gifts this year. And I'm not talking about The Force Awakens, and I'm not talking about Rogue One. For an old man, it's original trilogy only. And finally, this year there was a lot of chocolate, and there was a lot of booze. My pal Yorick and I did a lot of celebrating this year. Another thing that really worked this year was bread rolls. After years of everyone deciding, for no good reason and without ever asking an old man, which is basically the same thing, that gluten is some kind of poison, someone is finally making bread rolls right again. Now these are called La Fournaise Dorée, but we just call them the Brady Buns because of this picture of Cindy Brady on the bag. And finally on the list of what works, leftover turkey sandwiches. Lunch the day after Christmas made from leftover turkey and cranberry on fresh white bread is basically what makes the rest of the year worthwhile for an old man. It's even better than the original turkey dinner in my opinion. Okay, now on to what didn't work. I'm only going to talk about one thing here. This one thing has gotten so bad, it seems to have gone completely off the rails the past few years. And I'm talking, of course, about wrapping paper. Is anyone actually in charge of designing and making wrapping paper anymore? How does something so simple get so messed up? Here's an example. Somebody, somewhere, decided to make wrapping paper out of plastic. Now this stuff, you can barely separate it, you can barely get a hold of it. It doesn't crease, it doesn't crinkle, it unravels as quickly as you can wrap with it, and it sticks to itself when you're trying to cut it in a straight line. And here's another fantastic idea. Who's the brainiac who decided that having the print pattern repeat on the diagonal would be a good idea? Did it never occur to you that the only way we can cut a straight line across 3 feet of paper is if we have a repeating pattern to aim for? I don't have time to take each piece of gift wrap down to the workroom to measure it up with a carpenter square. Now here's something that I have never seen before. Okay, someone, somewhere, seems to have designed a new kind of wrapping paper which, for some reason, does not stick to tape. It doesn't stick to bows, it doesn't stick to adhesive tags. What did you do, coat it with Teflon? Someone obviously went to a lot of trouble to invent this new kind of paper that is obviously completely unsuitable for gift wrap, and then sold it as gift wrap. So, well done. But if I was going to make one suggestion to improve wrapping paper, it would be smaller rolls. Rolls of paper have always been 2.5 feet wide. Now, for some reason, they've decided to increase it to 3.5 feet wide. Why? There wasn't enough waste fee already? 1 foot, or even less, would be fine for 9 out of 10 gifts. And unless you're an octopus, there's no way anyone can deal with these wide rolls of paper. Okay, that's all for today. If there was something this Christmas that especially worked for you, or especially didn't work for you, let me know in the comments below.